There for Saturday morning, 1979. Okay, now our other special guest in the studio today is Lou Batchelor. Morning, Lou.
Morning.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Okay, well, what we'll do first of all is we're going to talk about last week, the Sport Relief Mile. Now, you helped me out immensely, and you came on and you did a themed warm-up. Tell us what. I mean, you've done all these sports. That obviously was probably the first thing that pinged into your head. I asked Lou if she could do the warm-up and choose a couple of songs. We got there in the end. But it was brilliant. So tell us just what what kind of thinking went into that.
Well, I kind of just thought, I've been doing these 100 sports. That's kind of, I guess, my thing. People think of me as this kind of crazy multi-sports person. So I thought I've got to do something kind of multi-sport themed, kind of get people, rather than, okay, lean to the left, kind of lunges, this and that, everyone kind of get bored, mix it up a bit and go, okay, imagine you're scoring a goal, running a marathon, swimming, boxing, just kind of get people thinking a bit different.
Because all the kids loved it, the change of sport and the change of I mean, normally I've witnessed loads of warm-ups and halfway through the blokes go, all right, I've had enough now, but everybody stayed and did it, didn't they?
Cool,
It was fantastic. Okay, now Lou, we invited you back for the second time. The first time you came in, you were up to about number 45 it was. You've now completed 100 sports in 100 days. That is just an amazing feat. And I've got a list of them here, which I'll read out. No, I won't. We'll be here all day. I mean, first of all, we've got this list, but are there any ones that are really, really memorable that kind of really ping to the front of your brain?
I think some of the more recent ones, obviously, and kind of not talking about them so much kind of in previous things. Roller derby was really good fun, and that's something that's massively growing, I think, generally.
Yes.
Particularly kind of because it's a women's sport, but it's full on. It's rugby on roller skates.
Right.
But what I love about it is how there's such a broad mix of kind of women doing it. Yeah. You can kind of be all shapes and sizes because you can kind of, you've got your big kind of blockers and have got to be kind of strong and kind of like...
You're so polite, aren't you?
Well, that's what they're called. They're called the blockers.
Are they? All right.
I think that's what they're called anyway. And then I think they're the jammers or something. I'm not sure all the details, but the little ones that kind of nip through and kind of score the goals. So yeah.
So I've got here now. There are in fact 100 videos. Did you complete 100, or was that last one moved into one video, the decathlon?
The decarathon. Yeah, that's the final one. I haven't actually completed that video yet, but there will be one.
Now, I've been looking at some of these, and I mean, some of the sports really, I think, obviously, someone of your size and your build, you've gone straight into them. I mean, I loved the one I was looking at, the pole vault one, and it's... because you're light on your feet and that, and it looked like that was one that you could really master. But I did chuckle. I think the bloke forgot to tell you that when you go through the pole, which is just a bit of string, you're supposed to throw the pole back, and you carried it through with you, didn't you?
Yeah, so many things to think about at the same time. I couldn't quite master that one.
Yeah. And now there's another one that I've got to bring Sammy in here, because you tried walking football down at Folkestone Sports Centre. How did you find that?
Yeah, that was really good. And for me, not being a footballer, or not kind of, mess around and stuff as a kid, but not ever kind of properly played, it was good to be able to take that bit of extra time to kind of think and make good kind of passes, rather than just running up and down and then messing up and that whole thing.
Brings back memories. That does.
I'll say, Sam, I mean, you've played real 11-a-side football, 5-a-side football, so you and I both tried this walking football. And how did you find it when you first tried it?
When we first started, I thought it was quality.
Yeah, it
was really, really good, and it, like you said, it gives you so much time to think and play a good pass or take a strike, and it really makes you think about your positioning as well. I thought it was an amazing idea, and great for people that when we started, there were so many more older people, and it gives them a chance to still, keep fit and do bits for them.
Yeah. I had a go. I hadn't played football for years because of injuries and stuff, and I thought I'll have a go at this. First game, I got pulled up so many times. Kevin, you're running. No, I'm not. I think I'm walking. No, you're running. Yeah. So I really had to slow down, and it was good fun. Yeah,
it's taken off as well. Like there's a lot of I didn't realise how big it's got, and there's adverts on TV using it and stuff. It's really, really good to see a new sport take off like that.
And it's great, I think, if you're coming back from kind of injury, or you're maybe transitioning kind of from something else, because you can take that time and not kind of go full off all out.
And it gives you something to look forward to, you know. I mean, I remember it was on a Thursday, and I used to think, I can't wait to get down and kick a ball about again. Yeah, it was great. So what else have we got here? There's another one I picked up on. Is a thing called war games. No, it was airsofting.
Yes.
It was like war games. How would you describe airsofting?
So basically like paintball, but instead of paint bullets, it's kind of airsoft bullets.
Airsoft bullets.
Yeah, so I think they're just like hard plastic kind of bullets, but it's kind of like a bit more serious version of paintballing.
It's like guerrilla warfare, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of replica airsoft guns and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was really good because we were kind of properly sneaking around and kind of getting muddy and climbing through the undergrowth. And
so where was that done? There's a place called Bush Valley.
Bush Valley, yeah. I think they're Ashford kind of neck of the woods, but they're kind of a newer centre.
Right.
I think they're doing quite well, and they had a lady. It was Valentine's Day, so they had a bring your girlfriend for free kind of session.
Put her up against the wall.
Yeah. But I think they're really pushing for more women's sessions to kind of go.
Well, there you go, listeners. That's one for the future. Yeah. Airsofting. I'll go to YouTube number 62 on out of Lose 100 and have a look at that. That looked like great fun. It looked like a paintball in a jungle. It really did look good fun. Now, the one I did like actually, and you made a point of this, was just after Christmas. It was just the simple sport of walking. That looked like. I mean, it was kind of the video that you put up. It was a lovely day. You know, people are out in the fresh air.
Yeah.
You know, some people should go out and have a walk.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't know whether technically walking as a sport, because you know, I guess you've got to compete. You can do kind of competitive walking.
Well, there is competitive walking,
and you could do kind of hiking and stuff. You know, but not in the same sense as kind of football, rugby, hockey. But
I know, but walking could lead to like orienteering and map reading.
Exactly,
and stuff,
and that's kind of what I want. The main aim was not to be kind of like, okay, is this an official sport, England sport? This is a way to get active and whatever works best for you. And to be honest, it was over the Christmas holidays as well, so all the clubs had shut down. It was very quiet, but that was a great way to get out and get active and kind of enjoy what we've got locally here in kind of Shepway.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit more. Now, before we go on to play another bit of music, just tell us, going right back to even before sport number one, what prompted you, what inspired you to do 100 sports in 100 days? And tell us what the message you was trying to get across.
So it kind of came from, I was at a stage where I was looking for a new sport. I was feeling a bit kind of lost, I guess, because I changed sports a couple of times before because of injury, and I was bodybuilding, but I'd got to kind of the end of that, and kind of I'd been told I had arthritis in my knee, so I was like, well, I should probably stop kind of pushing it to the limits I was. So I was personally looking for a new sport, but part of that, and having changed so many times doing different sports, I kind of really believe that there's a sport out there for everyone, or maybe more than one. And you may get injured, or you may have never found a sport that works for you, but if you get out there and kind of try different things, you never know, there might be one that just goes, wow.
Well, now you've done 100. There's sort of no excuse for people saying, "Oh, I don't like sport. There's nothing out there for me."
Yeah, because
that's the point you're trying to get across, isn't it?
And I found it incredible. Like you said, walking. It's very relaxing, not kind of strenuous. I guess there's kind of no excuse. You can, even if you only go.
Yeah, but it's very healthy, isn't it? I mean, you get your lungs going and all your muscles.
And then at the other end of the scale, you've got things like CrossFit, which is just all out about kind of absolutely exhausting yourself.
Extreme, one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a bit of Junk Jet and I Love Rock and Roll, and then we're going to come back with our two special guests. Now, Liu, coming back to you. Now, this 100 Sports in 100 days has attracted loads of media attention. Yeah. I've been seeing you every time I open the local paper or put the telly on, you're there. So, I mean, what has it opened any doors for you? I mean, or has it just been one long happy ride?
I hope so, yeah. There's things kind of still ongoing and still kind of chatting about, but it was amazing to meet essentially kind of 100 plus different people, different kind of clubs, amazing volunteers, but also kind of like, for example, England handball kind of got in touch, like one of the coaches passed on what I'd been doing, and kind of hopefully I did a little video teaser thing kind of using the one I'd done already, so hopefully there might be a bit of kind of opportunity to work with them, and I guess kind of just spread the word of more these minority sports and get them out there.
So tell me, what radio stations have you been on?
Well, this one obviously, this is my first and the best always. But I also went on BBC Radio Kent, so I think they did a few snippets, mentioned it here and there, but I also did the Sport Relief run that they did, the Tunbridge Wells to Ramsgate.
To Ramsgate on the treadmill,
so I got involved in that one.
That was radio though, but then you moved to the other side of the studio. That was the TV.
Yes, yeah. BBC South East today. Went on and did a live kind of interview. That was very.
Did you get all your makeup done and all that beforehand?
Well, yeah, I did myself kind of early on in the day,
right.
But yeah, got myself sorted. Yeah, so that was.
So
really
was that
good.
nervous? Was it nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but it was kind of great chatting to them, and it was kind of, I felt really relaxed. And so
Now the clip
nice.
the clip that I saw, you look fabulous. You done a great job, and you look really at ease. Now I did pick up, and I'm not sure if I dreamt it, that you met the Prime Minister.
I did indeed.
You did.
I told the Prime Minister about Quidditch and other random sports. Made it very bemused, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So how did that come about?
So that was through Comic Relief, who obviously organised Sport Relief, and basically they were aware of my challenge, but they don't support individual challenges, but they'd been kind of supported and aware of me, and they basically kind of invited me up as a kind of thank you, people who kind of they thought had gone the extra mile.
I see. Yeah.
And it was kind of a reception. They invited everyone who'd done something big for Sport Relief to kind of go along and kind of meet and greet sort of thing.
Yeah, and out of all these 100 sports, I mean, have you got any ideas personally yourself that you might do in sport? You know, would you like to become a personal trainer or something like that?
No, although I love kind of training and I love training with people, I'm not going to be a personal trainer, but I do love the kind of producing events and producing videos. So that's kind of what I want to go into, is like the media and the video side of it. Although I am quite keen to, after doing the Sport Relief Mile and the warm-up, do something around like maybe a multi-sport training club, like something about getting people ready for anything. So I might do that for my own personal fitness, and if people want to come join me.
A multi-sport training club.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Yes.
So it's just kind of getting people, because you train for one sport, and although you might get very fit at that sport, you kind of say, for example, say you do weightlifting, you get very strong, but your flexibility suffers. You play all these different sports, and they kind of work to certain different areas. So it's about kind of trying to be well-rounded, avoid injury, and ultimately be ready for anything. So if someone says, do you want to go have a kick around?
Yeah.
But you don't normally play football.
I know
you
exactly
could just
what
go
you
do
mean.
it.
Yeah. I mean, for years I played football, and someone said to me, "Oh, we've got a charity cricket game. Do you want to go?" And I was pretty fit to play football. Played cricket. Oh my! I couldn't walk the next day.
Yeah, exactly. And because it works so many different muscles, so trying to use a bit of that and also keep it interesting. I think a lot of people, maybe sports people, but want to do a bit of fitness. Maybe if they're hockey players, for example. They can do it outside.
Now, Sammy, have you done a bit of, do you do any sport down at Hastings, or have you kind of taken a back seat?
No, me and the group of sort of sports journalist lads, we sort of play a five-a-side every week football. Yeah. But obviously I will be coming back for cricket in the summer.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking
what did you,
forward to that.
You made your way up to the twos?
Yeah, well, briefly played, obviously I played threes, and then I think it was the season before I played a twos game. But yeah, I sort of do it for the social side and the fitness. I mean, I've never really taken my cricket that seriously. It's more sort of just for the social and enjoying myself. Yeah. But yeah, no, down at Hastings we've been playing a bit of five-a-side, so happy days. Okay.
So you had to go to cricket, didn't you?
I did.
Where was that then?
That was in Ramsgate. They had a kind of ladies development. It was the Cricket Community Board, I think. So yeah, they're kind of still starting up, so it was quite a small kind of session, but it meant I got lots of one-to-one coaching.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. I mean, this is just amazing that there's all these sports. I was still kind of flabbergasted that there's so much around. Hovercraft racing, I saw the clip of that one. That was down at down at Greystone, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, that was
it?
Paddock Wood.
Oh, Paddock Wood.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, did you not? You did something down at
Greystone was
kiteboarding or something.
Land yotting.
Land
that was really
yachting.
good. Basically,
Yachting.
Yeah, basically it's a bit like go-karting,
right?
But you don't need to pay for all the petrol and everything. You just use the wind, the power of nature, and it was great. Like, you really nip up and down fast. Really? And I think when they do competitions, they really go for it. So
it's
I'd love
really
to see that
popular
one again.
in France. If ever you go to Le Touquet, we've been to Le Touquet several times. And where did we go? Hardelot. We had an apartment overlooking the beach, and there was like races going on all the time.
Yeah.
And the kids, it was like the kids would come along, and you could see them sort of struggling. After about half an hour, wow, they were flying.
Yeah,
you know? Oh,
it's great. I toppled it. I thought they were very stable, but I still managed to topple it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Depends which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Okay, we better play a bit of music, and because it's nearly time to wrap up the show, and we could be here absolutely all day till next week. Okay, Liu, we're going to come back to you now. So, what does the future hold for you? Have you got any more projects on the go, or are you kind of are you taking it easy? You got any holiday booked or anything like that?
Well, this week's been a little bit quieter. Trying to, I guess, digest kind of everything that's gone past, but also kind of look forward to the future and what's coming, and it's kind of been quite overwhelming, kind of having everyone going, wow, really looking forward to what's coming next. I'm going, oh wow, this kind of expectation, but taking some time, and I'm looking forward to what comes next. I think I've got to keep going with doing the 100 sports and kind of just showcasing every time someone says, I've had messages, why haven't you done whitewater rafting? It's
right. Don't tell me there's stuff that you've left out.
Yeah, it turns out there's more than 100 sports. So I want to kind of keep blogging, keep doing the videos of these different sports, and kind of, I guess, just keep pushing this kind of idea of getting out there, finding different things. Even if you do have a sport you love, just try something new, just for a bit of variety, really.
Right, now this last one you've got down, I know personally a little bit about it because I've been following it, but number Sport 100 Decarathon. Obviously you made that up yourself. Tell us what was you, like 10 sports short? But no, you weren't actually. This is number 100. What happened that day? Because there was a fabulous day. I saw you on the steps of the Emirates, and you was next to you in the River Thames.
I got so lucky with the weather being beautiful and sunny.
So run me through the day. How did it start? Where did you meet?
So I started at Chiswick Pier at about 8 o'clock in the morning, got on a paddleboard and paddleboarded for about a mile and a half down the Thames, which was quite exciting and quite scary at the same time. Got into a 4-woman rowing boat. I only learnt to row the night before, so I was a little bit nervous about that one, but did the famous London boat race route, which was incredible to do.
The Oxford to Cambridge?
Yes, Cambridge, the 4 mile kind of route they do.
You did 4 miles?
So there were 4 of us though, so I don't take all the credit. Then jumped into a kayak down the Thames, just about managed to get through before they closed the river for the they had a big schools race on, and almost got told off by the Port of London Authority, but just sneaked through. Then onto a longboard, roller skiing around Battersea Park, scooter, and then I ran, and this was where I was all going good, felt great, because it was mixing up different muscles. It was like, I was using my legs for the rowing, then using my arms for the kayaking, got to the run, my body kind of gave up, and my pace just massively dropped. So ran like past Buckingham Palace, and that was just, it just felt amazing, kind of just like, wow, this is, and it was that kind of energy and excitement of, wow, this is 100
So someone
sports.
was leading you through, someone had planned all this for you, or did you have to?
I planned it
You
beforehand,
did?
and I
amazing.
had little sheets of paper with old school style pictures and routes, and printed out from Google Maps, showing me where to go. But I picked a really main route, so I couldn't really go wrong. Like, have I gone past Big Ben? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, I must be on the right route. But yeah, then so we're running, horse riding, Boris bike, and then up to the Emirates.
Bike, I mean, from Big Ben to the Emirates is quite. How did you do that?
So I went
106 bus, was it?
yeah. Well, I went up to. It was up to Hyde Park on the run, and then kind of went back and basically went past King's Cross and right down that main road. So it was a little bit hairy at times. It must have been.
But wow, brilliant. Well, this is amazing. There's so much, and we've only covered probably 10% of the sports that you've done. Now, Sport Relief, the final push, how's that going?
I think I'm just under £2,000.
£2,000. So, come on, community out there. This lady deserves much more than £2,000, or Sports Relief does. You must tell us what your page is, Lou.
So it's justgiving.com/Liu Batchelor. So that's Liu, and then it's Batchelor spelt with a T, like the soup and the noodles. BATCH.
Liu Noodles. No, don't look up Liu Noodles. Liu Batchelor.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, anybody out there that's listened to this hour, first of all, you must be absolutely totally inspired to find out what Liu's sports are, and perhaps there is one out there for you. It's been fantastic having you in, Liu, and we haven't quite finished yet. It's been you've been like a breath of fresh air to the sporting people of Folkestone, and I can't just praise you enough. This is a sports show, and when we started this sports show as a sports ferret, I thought, I don't know, is there much sport out there? There is loads, with the Three Hills and just the enthusiasm of all the clubs that I've spoken to, all the volunteers that I meet. But you have come up trumps on absolutely every single one. And I would urge the people of Folkestone, please, just go to Liu's page. Go and have a look at her videos and just see what she's put herself through. And she's done all the editing, all the filming. She's had colleagues helping her. But there are nearly 100 videos up there, short ones, but it would just explain exactly what this superwoman has done. Liu, I can't thank you enough for what you've done for us and for other people that are out there. I'm sure you've helped so many people.
Hopefully, I hope so.
It's been a pleasure having you in.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sure when you hit 200, you can come back and tell us all about it. Okay, this is Kevin Daly, the Sports Ferret. We're going to play a bit of music, and I could just go on for hours, the mood I'm in at the moment, as talking sport. But I'm going to catch up with you next week. When we've got a great guest in, we've got a guy called Tom Pope. He's going to run the Marathon des Sables, which is in the Sahara Desert. It's kind of 3 marathons in 3 days, so don't miss it.
The Saturday Sports Show, brought to you by the Natural Health Centre in Folkestone. When it comes to your health, make the right choice.
105.9 Academy FM.
105.9 Academy FM.